underway in match number 2 here on Field 1 at the 2021 North American Invitational Sevens. This is the U18 Boys Division, and it's a Pool 3 matchup between Pioneer Sevens Boys Select and the Washington Academy of Rugby. I'm Brett Williams. Thank you so much for coming along here on Flow Rugby. Busy day today and tomorrow, as we'll be with you wall to wall from 8:40 a.m. Mountain Time to about 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, covering 8 fields of action, 8 divisions, countless teams, even more difficult to count numbers of matches. First of 3 pool play showdowns for each of these sides today. U18 Boys Division is composed of 4 pools of 4 teams each, so 16 teams in total. And the goal is to be in the top 2 of your pool. If you can secure that position, you'll be in the Cup playoffs tomorrow, competing for the ultimate prize in the division, that Cup trophy. If you're in the bottom 2, you'll have a chance to compete for the bowl in the officially called challenge bracket. And so these teams playing their first of 3 matches in pool play today. That's Washington Academy of Rugby wearing the blue and teal, moving from right to left here in the opening half. Pioneer Sevens coming in the black and brown on the left side of your screen. Following the penalty, Washington kicks it into touch. They'll take a line out. And that is Washington State being represented by the Washington Academy. Find it fitting that their jerseys actually resemble Seahawks colors, perhaps the old version of the Seahawks, the Steve Largent era. There's a little sea green when you get in there with the WAR logo on the front. There it is. Pioneer Sevens, a local team right here in Salt Lake City. So here's Washington trying to make something happen here. Stiff arm. Ball did not go where they intended. Pioneers with a kick. But yellow card issued. So advantage was given to Washington that lasted for a moment. First yellow card we've seen so far today. And now perhaps the first try. To the house goes War. And it's 5-0. And the conversion through. So 7-0 in favor of the Washington Academy of Rugby. As we get closer to the halfway point of the first half. Now I'm coming to you from my home office in Northern Virginia, and so being away from the site comes with a couple of limitations, namely that unable to check pronunciations in person and also unable to obtain specific jersey numbers for a lot of these teams. So unfortunately unable to identify anyone individually on these teams as we go here. Sorry about that, but look forward to bringing you the best coverage we can. Washington earns pretty deep restart. Spun around, and Pioneer take this back. keep possession off that ruck pretty quickly. I really didn't even have much of a ruck to form. And it does not work for Pioneer 7's. Washington Academy takes advantage with its second try. So a pair of tries in the first half for Washington Academy of Rugby. The conversion falls just short this time, so 12-0 the score. Final 2 minutes or so of this opening half. But although we don't have the individual jersey numbers, we can get you the player names from these sides. So first up for the leaders in this match thus far, Washington Academy of Rugby, again representing the Pacific Northwest. They may have a third try before I can even get this out, and they do. Under the management of E.C. Talanoa, it's Caleb Schurtenlieb, Josiah Bown, Eric Talanoa, Arona Tawilili, Ikuna Muasika, Lueleni Maka, Saiga Pea, Sefo Fa'alevao, Noah Fasavalu, Isaac Camacho, Maloni Aho, Donovan Guerrero Afleje, Jacob Sio, Connor Moog, Kane Johnson, Kale Daniels, Isileli Tua, Senetuli Tuifua, Kalvahanoa, Tuakia Pimahu, Etu Tuifua, Owen Forrester, and Will Hardy. Excellent look on the conversion, but stayed flat. So it comes up just short. But as we come to the end of the first half, it's been all Washington Academy, 17-0 over Pioneer 7's Boys Select, which is 3 for a win, 2 for a draw, 1 for a loss. Will qualify for the Cup playoff bracket tomorrow. Everybody, however, whether in the Cup or in the Bowl side, will still play 3 matches tomorrow. Win or lose in any of them, both today or tomorrow, will still get a full 6 matches in, 3 today and 3 tomorrow. So plenty to enjoy, and we have all of it for you covered here on Flow Rugby. So a first half dominated by Washington, second half ready to go, and Pioneer 7's will take it back over and try to make something of this with the opening possession of the second half. Good reception to open. Couple of spin passes, working it quickly to the outside. Can they do something with this space? Nice cutback. Stumbling forward. Washington elects not to get involved in the ruck. Set up its defense instead. Certainly don't have to play quite as aggressively right now. Up 3 tries. But that advantage may not last much longer. Was that a forward pass? I think it was. Not a bad idea, certainly. Had a chance to get into space and create a try, but teammates slightly in front, a bit overeager, and thus the knock on. Nice run. Made a few things happen. It's like a Washington player did not enter the ruck appropriately. That's a break for Pioneer Sevens. Certainly wishing a speedy recovery, whatever may be ailing this player. On the pitch back, nice tip. Trying to get it back for himself. Did he knock it on? Evidently. Oh, no, that's addressed. Scrum got spun. So they'll take another whack at it. Pioneer Sevens could do well if it can steal this away, but it cannot. Good technique from Washington. Deep in their own territory, what can they do with this? Or can Pioneer take advantage? Excellent tackle. Pioneer Sevens giving no room whatsoever for War to operate, but a penalty assessed. Washington taps and goes. What a push. That's how you secure possession at a ruck when it seems like the opponent's trying to take it over. But the opponent does take it over here anyway. And the pitch out. Evidently called a knock on. I thought for a moment that it had been deflected through traffic, but I guess at the end of the day it's still banked off his right hand and forward, so what can you do at that point? Under 2 minutes to go here in this match. Washington in the driver's seat, trying to take 3 points in the Pool 3 standings. This is the return of the NAI Sevens after being canceled last year due to the coronavirus pandemic. 2019, they called it a banner year. 92 teams, 242 matches. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than that this year. Pioneer Sevens on the board with the try in the back corner. Conversion unsuccessful. But the boys from right here in Salt Lake City find a way to get on the board here late in this match. May come up a bit short overall, but they'll take it as momentum into the remainder of pool play. That should be a knock-on against Washington, and it is. So with time dwindling, do the Pioneer Sevens have a chance to get in the try zone again? Should tiebreakers be in play at the end of pool play, first head-to-head will be considered, but second is point differential, so every point matters. This should be the final play of the match. back by the scrum half. Pioneer Sevens take advantage of the opportunity. That still went behind. Excellent kick. Live ball fielded by Washington. And this match should be in the books. And it is. So your final score of this one, 17-5. The Washington Academy of Rugby gets the victory. And picks up 3 points in the Pool 3 standings. Again, these teams in action again later today, respectively. Washington at 11:40 a.m. Mountain Time. Pioneer Sevens at noon Mountain Time. I'll have the call of Pioneer Sevens' next match against Rebel Rugby Academy.